Hello everyone and welcome back to the April 2025 reset. My name is JC. I am a college student, fitness instructor, personal trainer, and dance educator if you're new here, and make sure to subscribe. We've got a great reset coming on and I am so excited to take you through it. I have not done a monthly reset in such a long time, but I'm super excited for this video today. I had an itch to do one this morning when I'm resetting for April. It's March 31st, 2025 today. And so I decided that I was gonna film my reset process and how we were doing this. Section 1, we're going to be reflecting on our previous month, that of March, for this video. Section 2 is our reset section. In every video, we're going to have a different kind of reset that we do. Today's reset is a financial reset and deep dive. And in section 3, we are going to be doing a planning for the month. So I chose to do a financial reset because we are now entering into Q2. So Q1, and then known in the business world, is January, February, March. Q2 is April, May, and June. So I thought it would be nice to do a little financial reset for Q2 and see how we did in quarter 1. All right, for this planning section, going to the area of the Dream Daily Planner, we're gonna start off with my core memories for March. So some of the core memories I wrote down was one of my friends turned 20 in March, all went out to sushi place for her birthday dinner, and then we like pictures on a field, and it was just such like a fun kind of girlhood moment, and I think I'm just always gonna remember that forever. Another one of my big core memories was that I did my first training as a group fitness instructor where I taught someone else how to teach, and that was super exciting, and I'm really thrilled for more trainings to come up March. It was just a really fun process to be able to see someone's improvement and encourage them to learn and grow as an instructor. Another big core March was my girlfriend and I went to the Greek March Madness competition. It's a dance competition that the Illinois State Greek Life does to support the Make-A-Wish Foundation. There's a lot of people in Greek life that have personally been affected by the Make-A-Wish Foundation or have family members that have, and it was just such a good event. It was a really fun time. We heard a lot of inspiring stories, and this was the second year in a row that I went, and this was the first year that I wasn't in Indiana for the start of it, so I was in town for it, wasn't late. Another big core memory is that my roommate, my girlfriend, and I started doing like weekly movie nights, and they've just been so much fun. We've been watching like the silliest movies. Last week we watched a Lego Batman movie. I think the week before we watched Les Mis. Like, they're just so much fun, and I'm excited for it to be kind of something that we continue to do as my current roommate and I live together for the last few months of this lease. And finally, a really big core memory was that my roommate, my girlfriend, and I all have a Minecraft realm. I know this sounds so nerdy, but I think playing Minecraft is so much fun and a really good way to relax after a long day, and we have been having so much fun on that world. I don't know what else to say. It's a really fun thing to do with people. So those are my core memories for this past March. Okay, I have a few wins for this month. So this month's first win was that I started to get a lot more consistent with running. I have a 10K coming in May, and I have been struggling with running consistently if you've watched anything about my 10K series, but getting back into it, we're getting the swing of things. We are running 3 days a week and I am loving it. I'm like excited and nervous for this 10K. Another win is that we spent a lot more time relaxing this month, which was one of our big goals for March, was to have more time to relax, more me time, and I feel like I really got that this week or this month. Maybe because I had 2 weeks of spring break, one for my school, one for my job, so like I had relaxation time built in, but nevertheless still relaxing. And then finally our win was to spend more time with friends and spend more time with them. We did. I had so much fun hanging out with my friends this year or this month. It was great to like feel like I wasn't just doing the same things every week, break up the monotony a little bit, and I'm hoping to take all of these things into April with me. Now with wins, we also have improvements. So this month's improvements are I really want to focus on my diet a little bit more and having a diet that makes me feel good and not just a diet that is convenient. I think there's room to do both and have like a convenient but also nutritious and healthy diet, as long as I'm willing to put in the work beforehand to get me there. I want to be a little bit more stricter with workouts. We got a little relaxed in March. We might have skipped a few days. We're gonna cut that out for April. We're gonna be strict. Working out makes my body feel good. Gotta get back on the discipline. My last one, less doom scrolling. I spent a lot of time doom scrolling on Instagram, and I'd like to not continue that into this next month. All right, moving into my life balance thing. So there are 6 different categories that we're gonna rate on a scale of 1 to 5, starting with work. I'm gonna go ahead and rate work a 5 out of 5. I think I did awesome with my jobs this month. I really felt connected as a teacher for both fitness and dance, and I'm moving into some new roles soon that I'm really excited about. So work was awesome this month. For personal, I would say about a 4 out of 5. We really improved at relaxation, but we also doom scrolled a lot, and so I feel like that also sort of affected me. So we're gonna give it a 4 out of 5. For wellness, I would say a 3 out of 5 5 just because I did really struggle with making choices that make me feel really good, not just like healthy choices, but also like fueling choices, like making sure I was eating enough before teaching and prioritizing protein and fiber intake. I feel like I could do a lot better with that. But we did really meal prep this month, which helped me out a lot. So I'm still gonna give it a 3 out of 5. For social, I say 5 out of 5. I was super social this month, but not like was trying to like bust my butt to try to make plans, but more like I had a lot of time that I used and I filled up with time with friends that I'm really proud of myself for. For finances, I would say 4 out of 5. I did really good with spending. I didn't overspend on anything, but I think I got a little unclear in my goals, which is kind of why we're doing a financial reset today. So 4 out of 5, there's room for a little bit more improvement. And with my hobbies, Minecraft crocheting, we did so much of that and it was really fun. So I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. And then at the bottom of this little reflection spread, there's this place that says new ideas. It's just things that I'm gonna kind of bring into this month. I want to start to get more heavy in social media again. This past month I've been pulling back from it, taking a bit of a break, just my weekly video, because I got really overwhelmed with the workload in February, and so I decided to take March to just focus on the work that I do in person. And so I'm ready to get back into my social media work a little bit more heavily this month, kind of slowly putting it back in. My second thing is I'm not gonna re-download TikTok just yet. I got rid of TikTok for Lent and I truthfully think I might keep it that way for a while. And if I do get it back, it might be on a separate device and just for business purposes only. And finally, this one's actually a question for everyone in the comments because we have a lot of new subscribers recently. What videos do people want to see what videos do people want to see from me? I'm gonna still post the vlogs every Fridays, but I'm also gonna focus on trying to create a little bit more content. And in the summer, we're gonna shift from a vlogs to a little bit more casual content. So if you have any things that you want to see from me, any questions you want answered, comment them down below. I would love to do a video on it. We're gonna move into our financial reset. Okay, so we are currently screen recording. You will see that my note page is now yellow. In January it was purple, February was pink, March was green, April is yellow. Also, I have a free Notion template. It's this template but purple. The link is going to be in the description if you want to download it and use it for yourself. It includes an assignment database, a financial income tracker and budget system, a sample cookbook, recipe meal planner system with a few bonus recipes linked, and other things. So our intention overall for 2025 is to grow. And so for me, that means growing our business, growing our relationships, growing our love for health, our knowledge, and our finances. And so that's kind of how I've come up with these goals. We're really focusing on our health and finances this month. And so for my April growth, we're putting a healthy relationship with food, surviving school and work, because April is a super busy month. I have a bunch of assignments due. I have 10K coming up. It's gonna be a lot. And then we want to continue to push through running. So we are going to specifically go to our financial section. So in this section, so we are in our financial section, and I wanted to go and like be super transparent to an extent with my finances, just because a lot of my viewers are in that college demographic and I know budgeting can be hard. So I kind of wanted to share what I do as a college student that has that more interesting income where you're like budgeting, but you're not fully budgeting, but you're not sure what to do yet, and you're just trying to like figure everything out. So here's what I do. I have a few different bank accounts and things that I use them for. So first I have my savings account. Within my savings account are my Roth IRA savings, church donations, and my bigger goal savings. And we're gonna come back to that in a second. Then I have a checking account. We're gonna move that up. No, okay, 1 second. I have a checking account that's used for all of my daily expenses. I don't put much on my credit card other than gas. We're actually gonna put credit card in there. I have the credit card. That is mainly used for gas and the others kind of like expenses that I don't feel comfortable using my debit card for. My checking account is for daily expenses, and then I have a money market. So my money market is used for my clothing budget and also as a income saver. So I do not spend my full income every month. I try to save as much of it as I can, and then I kind of have it like all piled up and I pull from that to live off of each month. And so I divide my money up each paycheck. 10% goes towards Roth IRA savings. So this is 10% of income. 20% goes into my bigger goal savings, and then the church money is subtracted, is taken out of bigger goals as I see fit. It kind of just depends. It's also my personal business. So that's how I divide that up. And then in the income saver, 70% of my paycheck goes into that. Now I've been doing this system since I was in high school, like saving percentage of my income and then putting into my bigger goal savings. And so that is how I don't live paycheck to paycheck. Obviously everyone is in different situations and living on a per paycheck basis might be what you need, but I was fortunate enough that when I was in high school and earning money, I was saving up for my car and for college like fund money. And so I would save 60% of my income for the car and then 30% I would put into this account, which is how I'm able to do this today. Because if I didn't have that 30% from when I was in high school, I probably would just be living paycheck to paycheck. So that's kind of how I'm able to do this system. And then we have the different goals for these things. So I'm gonna put this kind of on a scale of 1 to 10, just because I don't want to give away my personal financial information. So for the savings goals, 1, we're gonna say that's a very low amount of money. 10 is a higher amount of money, and like 6, 7, something like that. Like that is whatever goal we're kind of trying, like where we're at in our goal. So 0 is we're not at our goal. 10 is we are at our goal, and whatever number in between is where we are in relation towards the goal. Let's think about it in percentage. Okay, so 100% is we are at our goal, and then whatever percentage. So I'm gonna set a goal for each one and kind of show you where we are and show you where we hope to be in the next month. I have the task tracker. Well, I need to call it savings tracker. So as you can see on the income savings, we are a little over halfway towards our goal. Our goal for the income savings, I'm gonna write it here, is life expenses post-grad. So essentially the reason I'm like stockpiling so much of this income is because post-grad, especially in my career field, job opportunities can be a little uncertain. I'm wanting to go into the fitness industry and I don't know how soon I'd be able to get a job after college or get a well-paying job. So I want to make sure that I have income behind me to support me, like Roth IRA. So I had to input the same number for all of them. So you're gonna see the Roth IRA and bigger goal be kind of like really far back. We're doing really well on the Roth IRA considering I put 10% income into that. That one, the goal should be obvious. I'm contributing to my retirement fund. And then for my bigger goal, so this goal is to build emergency fund. I want to build an emergency fund having at least 3 months of expenses already stockpiled away post-college. The eventual goal is that I'm gonna move this fund into a high yield savings account, but I'm waiting to get a little bit more into that before we do it. After that, the goal is going to be starting to slowly save for the next big purchase. And when I say that, like I'm not planning on buying a new car in the future. My car is gonna be run to the ground before I buy it. But when I do go to buy a new car in the future, or like go to purchase a house or something, I wanna have money already saved up that's already been put away, slowly growing for those bigger purchases. That is our savings tracker. All right, and the final section of this financial reset is our monthly budget. So just gonna okay. So our fixed expenses each month are around 1,200 and our fun expenses each month are about 300, give or take. So I'm gonna take, so rollover, I'm kind of getting rid of that as a category because I'm gonna use rollover as something that goes back into the income thing. So instead we're just gonna have the total category. So rent, or actually we're gonna start with groceries. Groceries, I spend about $400 on each month. Rent, I'm already paying for my new place, so $669 a month. Utilities. Now we have the rest of this. So for subscriptions, I am going to budget in, let's see, 1 second, hold. So for subscriptions this month, I'm going to budget $40 for subscriptions. For coffee, I'm also gonna say $40. I feel like that's pretty accurate. I spend a lot of money on coffee. For eating out dates, put $50 each. Here, I'm gonna put $60. Actually, I'm gonna put $50 for shopping, $40, and then for social media, that's my little advertisements, we will do $30. I feel like this is all pretty accurate in what I would spend in a month, give or take. I do spend a little bit of money eating out just because I like to take my girlfriend on dates, and I also do a lot of things with friends that require eating out. So we're gonna have that. The coffee budget's pretty accurate. I typically spend about $40 on coffee a month. That is our budget for the month. We're gonna move into our final section, our planning section. All right, so some of our big goals for April are we wanna really prioritize eating healthy whole foods. So I've been using this tracking app to track nutrients each day. So I'm tracking the amount of protein and fiber I'm getting in and also health fats, just because I wanna make sure I'm hitting all of my nutrition goals and fueling myself. Recently, I've noticed that like through tracking that on the days not hitting those goals, I feel really sluggish versus on the days when I am hitting those calorie nutrition goals, I feel really good in my body and I feel like I'm able to do the work my body needs. So we're gonna be really focusing on that. Meal prepping, having snacks in the house that I like that aren't going to encourage me to make a decision that I don't love. My other big goal is we're gonna start to get back to social media. We're gonna film 1 or 2 more videos. We're gonna figure out what we wanna do this summer content wise. So again, comment down below if you wanna see anything. Those are kind of the big goals. And then obviously surviving April. So what is coming up? Sorry, we're sitting up. April is a really busy month for me. This weekend alone, I have 5K that Elsie and I are running. I am moving into a new role at work as a personal trainer in addition to my current responsibilities as a fitness and dance teacher. I'm going to be training some of our new fitness hires, which is really exciting and rewarding, but it also is a bit more workload and school is amping up. I have a giant thesis paper for my History 200 class. It's a 15-page research project. All has to be written this month. And then I have another paper and presentation project for my sports injury KNR 260 class that I have to do, in addition to about 3 other papers throughout the semester. So we've got a lot going on. But what are some action steps that I can take to achieve these goals? Well, I've put this into buying goods. And so making sure that I eat a snack before the grocery store and that we're buying things like granola instead of chips and candy. And maybe buying, I need to figure out, I'm a big ice cream person, love it so much. So I need to find an alternative to ice cream to stop kind of that sugar crave. I've had success with the nut butter and like getting myself to eat fruit. And so really just incorporating consistent fruits and veggies into the diet, meal prep and making sure those meals are protein and veggie heavy. I keep underestimating how much broccoli I need for this meal prep and I need to just buy a little bit more broccoli for it. And then also making sure my snacks are fruit and protein heavy, like my apple with protein nut butter, stuff like that. Project wise this semester, we have that paper. We have the other papers due, including my honors program contract paper, which I need to get on top of. And then I am also during this time training to be a personal trainer, training new fitness instructors. So it's a lot going on, but I've reset for April. I feel ready to go for the month and just my mind feels very clear. So thank you guys so much for watching this April reset. I hope you enjoyed it. Looking forward to doing more of these consistently in the future. Comment down below what your goals are for April and any videos that you want me to make in the future. Make sure to subscribe and have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye.